The following story was submitted by a video producer who lives in San Diego, California. While they shared more information with me about the story, they asked that I keep it to these 2 sentences. They also asked that their employer remain anonymous because, despite the whole goal of this project, they're honestly not sure that their job is protected at this time. I told my team about my pain and personal experiences of racism and abuse throughout my career on our morning Zoom meeting, and my boss shut the meeting down. He actually shut off the Zoom. What good is any of this if we have employers who are not willing to make us all feel safe at work? This is an employer who clearly does not care about the humanity of their employees. Even though the entire point of this project was for us to begin exposing our employers who are perpetuating racism, some people still are working in these jobs and rely on them in order to pay the bills. If you have additional thoughts or if you've had to deal with something similar, please go ahead and write something in the comments below so that we can discuss it, because our employers need to know that it is worthwhile when we speak. It is worthwhile when we share our experiences, and the things that we have to say are never invalid. At the very least, nobody should ever have a meeting shut down just because they've decided to share an experience. If you have any thoughts on this, or if you've also had to deal with a dismissive boss who decided that your complaint wasn't valid, go ahead and write something in the comments below.